What is going on, everybody? It is DZAN, aka the better half of the cast, aka the only one that matters. No podcast this week, but we still wanted to give you a video, and we got a good one for you. We're going to talk about the game and how he is choosing to promote his new album. Let's not waste any more time, people. If you love the short form content we do on this channel, you see that like button, smash that bitch. If you are new, subscribe down below and comment with your thoughts on some of the craziest shit he said. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. So as some of you may know, The Game, he is one of the most complicated artists that we have in hip hop. He's one of the most talented artists that we have in hip hop, bar none. One of the most talented. But he has had some very strong relationships from the very beginning of his career. He's then fallen out with those artists, then rekindled some relationships. I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. We're talking about the Aftermath family. We're talking about Dr. Dre, Eminem. The Game appeared on a 4-hour-long podcast on the Drink Champs where he said some wild shit. One, saying how Kanye West has done more for his career in the past 2 weeks than Dre has his entire career. What? I feel like he's a little bit bitter because of the Super Bowl performances, his issue with the Super Bowl halftime show, as well as, of course, a little bit of jabbing at Eminem. Man's got an album coming out, and, you know, he hasn't been the main source of conversation in a number of years. I just personally did not think that he would stoop to this level of cap. But I want you to tell me at the end of this video if you think Game is correct or cap. That's what I want to know. I think you all know what I think. The man is all capping this. Let's not waste any more time. Let's first dive back into his earlier career, where he's talking about Eminem, where he's talking about Dr. Dre. And then we'll kind of fast forward throughout the years and see what the hell happened here and why he is deciding to say these things now.
Thank you.
Yeah, Super Bowl. Boom.
Hov put it together, and so he picked the artist that he thought was fit for the Super Bowl that he was in charge of putting together, right? And you got to think about the artists up there, all right? Let's say Kendrick Lamar, right? Kendrick Lamar from Compton. He's from the west side of Compton, but he's non-confrontational. He's not a gang member. He's safe. He played his cards right. Snoop. Like, Snoop is Snoop. Snoop is Snoop, man. And then as far as the West Coast and the Chronic album and Murder Was the Case and Doggy Style and what Snoop and Gin and Juice and everything that Snoop has done for the West Coast, of course he up there. And he's an icon, he a legend, he an OG, so there it is. But it's safe, you know what I'm saying? You get 50. 50 got Power, nigga, the Tommy, the you know what I'm saying? You got all these different shows, the BMF joint. You don't get on the primetime television unless they feel like it's safe. 50, another safe artist.
If this happens to a tour, it becomes a tour, would you be involved?
If the money was right.
Nah, Kane, that's not the right answer. You're supposed to say yes.
Nah, I can't say yes to that. And look at it. Look at what it was. It wasn't like, niggas ain't really doing the this my homie and it's West Coast and it's LA. Niggas ain't doing that because I ain't get one call. Not that I'm salty about it, but I'm saying, like, so for them, it was about a payday. And I understand it because it is a business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody up there got paid in
a different way.
A handsome amount.
Okay.
So it's saying if it's some kind of tour, like, I got to be compensated before I make my decision. Hey, what I'm saying is that I'm not worried about another man, which is why niggas expect me to be so angry about the Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck about that. I saw Dr. Dre. I saw 50 hanging upside down. I saw Mary. I had one problem with the Super Bowl. One. You want to know what it is?
Yes.
Eminem stepped on the Compton courthouse and it broke.
That's what exploded?
That was the Compton Courthouse. You wouldn't know unless you've been in the Compton Courthouse, or you came out of the Compton Courthouse, or your mother was in the Compton Courthouse fighting for custody of you like me, or you seen your niggas get sentenced to life in the Compton Courthouse. Then it wouldn't have meant nothing to you, but it meant something to me. Hey, look, man, Eminem is Eminem, and I like Eminem. He's one of the fucking good MCs, great MCs. He rap fella, you know what I'm saying? Ficky. He do all that shit, Eminem. And I used to think Eminem was better than me.
What do you think of Recovery?
Classic. I love it. Yeah.
M's back?
Eminem is Eminem. If you notice in hip hop, Eminem is the only rapper that nobody ever wants a problem with, including myself, man. Eminem is like the most lyrically insane. Even when I was going at 50 and me and Dre wasn't seeing eye to eye, man, I stayed away from the white dude, because he a problem. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem, I don't think it's a rapper he won't slay. And you don't even want a war with Eminem. He crazy.
If he were to come at you with like a industry beef, what would you have done?
Run. Yeah, Eminem is. You don't understand. I'm a hip hop artist, and I'm one of the biggest ones in the world. You don't want a beef with Eminem. He shreds. He shreds MCs, like, for real. And I ain't his best friend or nothing. I'm just saying, I understand that he can't be seen by nobody. Jay know, everybody know. You don't mess with the white boy.
And I used to think Eminem was better than me.
So what you saying right now?
He's not. Challenge. Hey, challenge it.
Game, you don't want to go versus against
Yes,
Eminem.
I do. What do you mean? Yeah, I do. The fuck you mean? So what you trying to say? Hey, let's just say what you're trying to say. You trying to say that I don't want to head up fade with the white man?
No, I just want to stay on some drama. That's all.
Hey, it's not drama.
So you saying you want that smoke with Eminem one-on-one versus?
No. Hey, look. I want it because, again, I'm not saying I want smoke with Eminem. I'm saying I want smoke with Eminem, him and him. Whoever. Bro, because niggas know. Like, and I'm going to give the motivation. It's like I get this motivation to Ye. Because that nigga is my Dre right now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
You answered that very fast.
It's crazy that Ye did more for me in the last 2 weeks than Dre did for me my whole career. And it's not. It's what it is.
With Dre on this specific album, or
Dre is rapping on the album.
Okay.
And definitely I work with Dre on the album from the beginning to the end, man. Especially him lending the ear and telling me what was whack and what was not. It's dope when you got Dre to tell you when it's classic and when it's not. And it's sort of, it's hard and it's easy because a lot of shit, he was like, nah, I don't like it. And he say it like that.
Yeah.
I don't like the shit.
Right.
So go back and do it again. And when you got somebody with, on Dre's level and that caliber of producer and homie, it just makes it easier, man, at the end of the day.
I don't know why the fuck you believed in me or for what, man. I never thought, hey man, I swear to God, I never thought I was gonna ever make it out of Compton, nigga. I never thought I would make it out of Compton. So I just want to say thank you to Dr. Motherfucking Dre. Make some motherfucking noise, man.
Getting back in the studio with Dr. Dre after 10 years, man. Like really extensively back in the studio to where we were in there working every day, and he was, working on his project, and doing the Compton album, and me helping with the Compton album, him helping with the documentary.
The craziest part about this shit is like, I'm proud of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. Man, I fucks with it. Shit hard as fuck. This is why I do this thing, because of that shit right here.
And me and Dre, I've always had the Dr. Dre that I had when I was a kid growing up listening to NWA. And I think he always had the same love for me from the time that, we met. And I signed Aftermath. Dre always told me Game and Dre are always going to be that they left off the last time they seen each other. And I never forgot that he told me that. And I wouldn't be where I am today without Dr. Dre. That's my big homie, and I love him to death.
Man, sometimes Dre pissed me off, man. And sometimes I piss Dre off. But that's one of them things. Dre told me a long time ago, about 9 years ago, he told me, Game, me and you are always gonna be the way that we left off. Whatever happens in between, fuck all of that. If we left on good terms, that's how we gonna be. If the last time I seen you, we was like, fuck each other, the next time I see you, it's gonna be like, fuck each other until we fix it. So that's our thing, man. And I got
that's
nothing,
family, though. That's
I got
what
nothing but
family is.
love for Dre, man. Everything that he did for me, I'm very appreciative.
So if you would have been able to hit that stage, if they would have said, your game, we want you to have a mean 56 seconds, a mean 48 seconds, because everyone gets like, that's what they get, right?
Right.
What record you would have chose?
If I could have hit the stage, or if niggas would have called me, it's crazy. Niggas got my number and shit. But but you know it's good. But if I could have been on the stage, I think maybe How We Do It, Hate It or Love It would have been safe.
That's a great pick.
Those are two. Those are two number one records. You know what I'm saying? One was behind the other, then the other one jumped in front. Like those is two number one on the Billboard records. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it probably been one or the other. I don't be. Again, I wasn't on Super Bowl because I'm not the safe choice. But what I'm saying is, if we gonna be clear, what I'm saying is that you got you Capone and Nori, and you got Havoc and Prodigy, and you got motherfucking Flesh and Wish and Crazy Bone. You got the Bones, and you got all that, and you got Easy and NWA, and then you got all these niggas, these different niggas. You got Big, you got Pun, you got, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still not a player, but I'm still a hater. You still a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like Punisher, we can go album deep on Pun too. I'm a fan. When you got all these separate individual niggas, and then you have one nigga in his mama house listening to all these niggas soaking up game, who one bar by one bar becomes these niggas, then I'm gonna circle around the block, pick Nori up and tell you, it ain't a nigga on this earth. A nigga on this earth with a microphone that could fuck with me in this bag that I am right now. And so that nigga got me inspired. And Ye gonna tell you, nigga, you got me inspired. Nigga, I watched Ye yesterday tell Elon Musk, like, Game the one that got me inspired. Nigga, this is Elon Musk. He making the shit electric.
Trying to go to Mars.
Well, you've seen it. I want you guys to tell me, honestly, is Game correct or cap? Honestly, I would have expected him to take shots at him, at anybody, before ever taking a shot at Dre. Again, you know, yeah, so I'm kind of a little bit blown back and shocked by everything. Boy, that Liquid Courage is something. You guys tell me what you think down below, and I will see you next week. Peace out.